Hello, welcome to another Sprinter van build video. Today I'm going to be doing the windows on the barn doors. So I've kind of started prepping already. So what I've done is from the inside, I don't have a center punch, so I've kind of used a variation of screws to just do center punches all the way around the perimeter of where the inside edge of the window will be. I'll take you closer and I'll show you. I will get a center punch. I did try an automatic center punch, but it's not strong enough. Oh, I don't even know where it is now. Anyway, the auto center punch, the one that you push and it goes pop. So that didn't work. So couple of screws and a hammer and it's been sort of doing the job. So I'll take you closer. You might be able to see the dimples. So you can see along that edge there, you can see the dimples. They show quite a bit. Yeah, along there as well, you can maybe see them. Also, a problem I had was on the van. Obviously it's like a double skin. You've got the outer skin which is sort of glued onto this internal corrugations. So but there the outer skin has delaminated from the corrugations, so whenever you punch, it's kind of pushing that out and not really making a decent indentation that you can see on the outside. So I'm gonna try that all over again, try to see. This one on this side, I've been able to go all the way around the edges, all the way down. You can actually see this quite well on the outside, but on this side the outer skin has delaminated from this corner here. It was a bit difficult doing it, so I'm going to try again. Yeah, stick around and follow what's happening. Okay, it's weird using the front-facing camera here, but I've basically done all the center punching around the apertures you can see behind me there. So that's where the windows are going to go on the barn doors. And what I've also done, as you probably saw from the time-lapse video, is that I've taped around just to protect the metal from the jigsaw base. It has a rubber foot, but I just don't want to risk the jigsaw base scratching the metal. So I've got my drill. That's a 10mm or 1 centimeter drill bit, and it's obviously wider than the jigsaw blade, so when I drill the hole, I've got somewhere to put the jigsaw blade and cut around the aperture. It's weird. This is weird looking at the front facing camera because I'm kind of looking at myself. Anyhow, so I'm going to go back there now, make my first hole. After that there's no turning back. Cut my holes and yeah, try to get the window and the edges all sorted out. So what I plan on doing is retaining that panel. You see it's such a kidney shaped. So when I cut the panel off, I'm going to retain that panel and use it as an outline for my blackout blind. Although that's an 80% tinted window, it still lets in some light. So obviously nighttime, if you're sleeping, it probably would be too bright in here. So what I'm going to do is retain that panel, and that would form the template for my blackout blind. And I'll probably add you know, another 10 centimeters around the edge or so to make it completely black, how to cover the aperture that I'm going to make for the window. So stick around and drill some holes and cut some metal. That's how you do it. So yeah, I'm gonna keep that, and that should make my nice template. Tidy up the edges, do the second one, or maybe I'll just cut the other one out and then tidy up the edges. I just wanted to talk to you about my windows. So that's the installation almost complete. So the windows came in a kit. So you had your 2 glass panes, 2 tubes of adhesive, and so you get a bottle of primer which you apply to the surface of the metal on the van, and also I applied it to the window after I'd cleaned it. And also there's a couple of these primer wipes that came with it, and you get your applicator. So 2 of these came, but I think, yeah, I used both anyway. Tooling wise, obviously, you know, you need a sealant gun. I've got this already from projects around the house. Also, I had some contact cleaner. This stuff evaporates, you know, within seconds of spraying it onto any surface. So that's what I used to clean the surface of the glass and also the door, you know, before applying the primer. So pretty good stuff. I think they've actually turned out, you know, very good. I'm sure some automotive glazing guy would look at my method and go and shake his head. But I've applied the windows, and I made sure I prepared the inside quite nicely so the cuts are nice and flush, you know, prime the edges, the bare edges of the metal. So I mean, it brings in a lot of light. So previously, you know, when you sat here, it was quite dark, it looks kind of claustrophobic, but now you can actually sit in here and, you know, have a nice view from the outside. I did think of putting the, you know, two of the, you know, the small sliding windows you get across the top here, but I didn't think it was necessary because I was going to put these anyway. So on a cold winter day, if we're out down at the beach, we've still got a view from the back of the van. You know, we've got the, you know, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, five windows, you know, that I've installed on this van. So I didn't think I needed another 2. If I had a platform bed here, I would have gone for windows across the top, you know, in these 2 rear panels here. But as it is, I'm actually quite happy. The sealant says, you know, you can drive away, you know, within 60 minutes, providing, you know, you've got like 23 degrees 23 degrees C temperatures outside. Now it's not 23 degrees in Scotland right now. I'm in a t-shirt, but it's not 23 degrees. I planned this job specifically because, you know, on the weather reports they did say it was going to be, you know, a nice day. You know, the past couple of days have been quite, you know, lovely. Not roasting, but warm enough that and dry that I can do this. I wasn't too worried about, you know, cutting the holes, and then it started raining on me, which happened when I was doing the windows on the barn door and the one across from it. But all in all, I'm actually quite pleased with it. If anyone is interested, you know, in from where I got the windows from, I'll put a link in the description. I actually bought them from eBay, which was quite good. The only downside was that, you know, the trim that came with the windows is actually quite wide. I think this is made for areas where, you know, the skin is probably like, you know, a centimeter or so thick. But this stuff is actually quite malleable. You know, you can bend it, squeeze it. You know, that's how wide the gap is, as you can see. But you can actually squeeze it together and it forms quite nicely. So I think that's what I do, and apply it. So as you can see, quite wide there but narrow there. I only just discovered this. I didn't think it was so easy to squeeze together. So what I'll do is go all the way around on this thing and squeeze it together and try to apply it before the sealant goes off. So at least, you know, if the window needs to push a bit, it can. But all in all, I'm quite happy with the product. So I mean, this is just a tiny problem, but because sometimes you get this that comes very narrow, so you literally just pop it over. But this one came and it's slightly wide. But as you can see, I can squeeze it with my hands, with my fingers, and it goes together quite easily. So I'll do this and apply it because I think it forms a really nice edge, and it obviously covers the edges of the bare metal. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. See you again on the next one. Like, share, subscribe. You know, that's what they say on YouTube, isn't it? On these videos. Anyway, that's it from me. Bye bye.